Amanda. Hi, Mom. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. What have you collected here? I got all kinds of fun things from your neighbor. My friend Ellie made all these things. Ellie, you mean our friend next door to the church? Aren't they beautiful? They sure are. My goodness, look at this dolly with her beautiful dress. And another dolly over there. And look at all the colors on these things. My goodness, that's amazing. You know, when I look at this kind of thing, I know that I sure can't do it. I haven't tried either. Well, I know I'm not any good at taking a ball of yarn like this and making something like this. Is it hard? Well, I guess it may not be hard for somebody that would like to do that kind of thing and that learns and practices. I'm not one of those. Oh dear. You know, we're going to talk about something in the Bible today. What's that? Well, it is from Psalm 139, and it is verses 13 to 16. And it says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body." Did God see you too? Yes, he did. All the days ordained for me, that means all the days that are laid out for me, are written in his book. And before one of them even came to be. That's kind of cool. It sure is. Do you know that God knit us together? Just like Ellie did these beautiful things with thread. It says God knit us together too. Now, there are some people that have brown skin and dark hair. There's some people that have blue eyes and blonde hair. There are some people that have all kinds of different shapes and sizes. You know, there was a little boy named Harry, and he was going to school for the first day. Did he like school? Well, Harry wasn't too happy about going to school because he knew that some kids would find out something about him that maybe not everybody knew. So it was recess time, and his teacher came out and said, "Come on, Harry, we can play a game with the other kids." But Harry was just walking along, and he had his hands in his pockets. How come? Well, the teacher wasn't sure either, and she said, "Come on, Harry, come and play." And Harry says, "I don't want to. I'm not coming to play with the kids. They're mean." Oh my. And do you want to take your hands out of your pockets? No, he says, "Can't you see that my clothes are different and I've got such a really big pocket?" He was kind of angry. Yes, he was. Well, the teacher said, "Come on, Harry. You come with me over here and tell me what the problem is." So Harry and the teacher went and sat on the bench in the schoolyard, and Harry pulled out his hand from his pocket. That wasn't so bad. Well, Harry's hand was different than other kids. He was born with his fingers not all there. He didn't have a hand that was normal like everybody else, and he was scared that everybody was going to tease him and point fingers at him. That's not nice. That's being a bully. I know it's being a bully, and bullying is terrible. Well, the teacher said, "You know, Harry, I bet you that hand can be used for something great. And that hand is going to teach a lot of people a lot of things. And Harry says, you think so? Yes, I think so. And do you know, God formed each one of us. Maybe we don't look like everybody else. There's a man named Nick Vujicic. That's a funny name, isn't it? But he was born without any arms or any legs at all.
What? No arms and no legs?
No, it's a syndrome that happens every once in a while, and he was born with no legs.
I bet he didn't even talk to people.
Oh, yes, he talks to people all over the world. And he tells them that you can do anything you want. And he tells them that God can use you no matter what you look like. And then there was another lady whose name is Joni Eareckson.
Joni Eareckson, it seems like I've heard that name.
Yes, she was hurt in a diving accident when she was just a teenager. And she was paralyzed from the neck down.
That's awful.
Yes, it is. But Joni, you know, she did not let it stop her forever. She was a little bit upset at the very beginning and angry and frustrated that she couldn't move anymore. But you know, she became a beautiful painter. She talked to people all over the world about people with disabilities, and she did all kinds of things. And she told them that God loves you the way you are. And you know, I have a friend, and his name is Danny.
Wheelman Dan?
Yes, Wheelman Dan is the name of his little book. And my friend Danny had a disease called muscular dystrophy, and he was in a wheelchair. But you know what he wanted to do? He wanted to write a book. And you know what he says on the back of his book? He says, "It is my prayer and desire that all of you who read this will be encouraged to stand firm in your faith and commitment to Jesus Christ. I know that He is the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through Him." Danny was an example of somebody who was in a wheelchair, but he still believed that God had a purpose for his life. And he was very courageous, and he was a wonderful young man, and he loved Jesus. So, you know, it doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what color your hair is. It doesn't matter if it's curly or straight. It doesn't matter if you're short or tall or whether you have arms or legs. It matters that you know that God formed you. He created you just the way He wanted you to be.
That's really cool.
It sure is. So remember, the next time you're feeling bad about who you are or you want to be different, just remember, God loves you exactly the way you are, and He wants to use you exactly the way you are. We'll see you next time.